Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the Lisper Podcast. And today's episode is brought to you by 1800. 1800 tequila. Y'all see it. Y'all see it. It's not the best, but it's the best for me because this is the shit I drink and I don't give a fuck. And I'm about to take a shot right now. You hear it pouring? Don't it sound good? Smell it. Oh, y'all can't smell it. I wish we had smell-o-vision. Then y'all could smell it. But I'm about to taste it. We should have taste-o-vision too, you know what I mean? Taste-o-vision, smell-o-vision. That's in the future. Taste-o-vision. That's in the future. Oh, that would be banging. Taste-o-vision would be banging as shit. Cause like I'll be watching like what's it called? Oh, Chop. I'll be watching Chop and they be making that shit and I'll be like, damn, that shit look like I want to taste it. So taste-o-vision would be some fucking banging ass shit. But right, that's off topic. That's off topic. Let me just take this shot real quick. All right, now we ready to go. That's right, I'm ready to go now. So today's episode is called Uncle Sam Ain't Released Me Yet. And Uncle Sam Ain't Released Me Yet is United States Army. Uncle Sam, U.S. Ain't Released Me Yet. A-R-M-Y Ain't Released Me Yet. United States Army, that's mine. It's patented. Don't try to steal my shit. Uncle Sam Ain't Released Me Yet. United States Army, that's me. That's my shit. I made it up. And if y'all heard it before, somebody else said it before, I didn't steal it. I didn't know. Alright? But that's my shit. But that's what this episode is called. So first of all, let me just get it out the way. Right now, let me just be clear. I did not join the army because I love my country. I did not join the army because I wanted to serve my country. I wanted to be the man. I wanted to do anything with this fucking government. Nope. That's not why I did it. I didn't join the army because I wanted to be all that you can be. Nope. Fuck no. None of that. I joined the army because I wanted to be what I thought had to be. I had to be a good dad. I had to be a good husband. I had to be a good man. And those was the three things that I had to be because I had to be those things, right? So I was like, I'm going to be a good dad. I'm going to be a good husband. I'm going to be a good man. I didn't end up with the husband situation, but I was definitely a dad. And I've always been a good man, though. You know what I mean? That's how I see it. How other people see it, fuck them. Fuck them. I'm a good man, okay? I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? That's how I see myself. But anyway, so I joined the army. There was other extenuating circumstances. Mainly, that's why I joined the army, but there was other extenuating circumstances, and I don't want to say it because the Illuminati or the government might be listening. But the people who know me, who really know my story, they know why I joined the army. They know what happened, and they know that why I did it. And I ain't going to get into it on this podcast, even though I try to keep it real. Is that keeping it real? Look, the real shit is I was in some shit. Oh, you know what? I'm going to just keep it real, okay? Okay? Look, right? My life was going one way, and I needed it to go another way. And people was like, Tyrone, you should go to college, but I wasn't good at high school. I failed fucking gym. I was like, how the fuck you gonna tell a motherfucker that failed gym to go to college? Like, I failed gym, the easiest class in fucking history of high school. I failed. So how you gonna tell me to go to fuck to college? Like, that was not in my agenda. And the whole other thing is this, right? The path I was on was the same path that a lot of young black men are on if they don't get guidance. You know what I mean? Jail, you know what I mean? Prison, death, or crackhead. That was my choices. Prison, death, or crackhead. Those was my choices in my head. Yeah, I could have went to college. Yeah, I could have been anything, an astronaut, lawyer, all that shit. But in my head, from my hood, from what I was going through and what I was actually doing, it was prison, death, or crackhead. So I chose Army. You know what I mean? I went to Army. And I spent 8 years in there, reserve and regular, 8 years. My total time in the Army was 8 fucking years, from 97 to 2005, and I did it. And I did it because I wasn't about to smoke no crack. Selling this shit. It's like, no, let me stop. We ain't getting into that. Anyway, so look, right, the first thing that I realized about the Army is there's a real camaraderie, right? And I was confused because I thought the camaraderie came from, being in the trenches. I thought the camaraderie came from, we gonna be in the foxhole together, me and my motherfucking crew, the niggas, the fucking Chinese, anybody, the whites, anybody that was in the army in the United States we was gonna have a camaraderie because we was gonna be in the foxhole together. We was gonna be in the trenches together. We had to fight together. His life depended on my life depended on his life, all of this shit. But that's not what it is. The camaraderie starts right away. Case in point, right? Kalia. Kalia is the case in point. Now, this girl Kalia started West Philadelphia High School the same time I did. I seen her every day that I went to school. Now, I ain't go to school a lot of days. I ain't gonna lie. But the 3 days a week that I did go to school, because fuck Monday and fuck Friday, I ain't going. But the 3 days a week that I did go to school, I saw Kalia and shit. And I knew who she was. I seen her every day. But I never spoke to her, never talked to her, nothing. I go to the fucking military recruiting station and not station, it's an office. I go to the military recruiting office to go talk to the motherfucking recruiter. And there she is sitting in the chair. Now, I already knew that she was going to go to the military because she was in the ROTC program. She was marching and stepping and doing army shit in high school. So I already knew this broad was going to be a military motherfucker. You know what I mean? But I never thought I was going to be a military motherfucker. But I was going to the recruit station, and there she is. She's sitting right there. Sitting in the recruiter's office, right? And I walk in and go talk to the recruiter, and I see Kalia. She's sitting there. And we not friends. I don't talk to her. I see her in school when I go. But that's it. And I think we had a class together. But that was it. It was cool. But you know what she did? She looked up, she saw me, she said, "Hey, Tyrone." The fuck? Hey, Tyrone, why are you talking to me? We're not friends. But I guess because we was in that military environment, we was in that thing, she spoke to me. So I said back, "Hey, Kalia, how you doing?" What the fuck? I didn't even know I knew her name. That's what I'm saying. I did not even know that I knew this girl's name. I didn't even know that I knew her name, but as soon as she said, "Hey, Tyrone," in that military office right there with the recruiter, I said, "Hey, Kalia, what's up?" And ever since then, we was cool. It was crazy because now that was a Friday. I saw her at the recruiting station. She said, "Hey, Tyrone." I said, "Hey, Kalia." She said, "I'm about to go do this army shit." I'm like, "Yeah, me too. I'm here to sign the fuck up. I'm here to get busy with it, right?" Now, Monday morning, I go to school, and guess what? I'm looking for the fuck. No. Strike that. It wasn't Monday morning because this motherfucker right here didn't go to school on Mondays. You got me fucked up. It was Tuesday morning. Tuesday morning I go to school. And now, that wasn't my whole time in high school. It was just my 12th grade year. I was grown. And then my mom and dad, I was not living in their house. I was grown, so I said, "Fuck that. I'm not going to school on Monday, okay?" I never went on Mondays. That was my rule. But anyway, Tuesday morning, I'm going to school, and I find myself looking for Kalia. I walk past her locker to make sure that I can look for her so I can say good morning to her. Now, I haven't spoke to this girl in 4 fucking years, and now all of a sudden, because the one motherfucking day I see her at the Army recruiting station, now I got to say good morning to her when I go to school on Monday. Now she talking to me. "What you doing? You going to the Army?" I'm talking to her. "When you leaving? What's up? We's friends. We's almost friends now. I knew her for 4 years. Knew her, seen her every day. For 4 years, and now we friends. We friends just because we both was in the military office. You know what I mean? The camaraderie was right there. But the best part about it was she left right after high school. Like, soon as we graduated, I think she left the next motherfucking day. I'm not sure. But we graduated in June. She was gone, right? I go to the recruiting station. I hadn't even done my MEP shit yet. I go to the recruiting station in July. She's already gone. Kalia's gone. She left. Boom, right? So, while I'm still doing all of my shit, this motherfucking recruiter goes, "Hey, Kalia sent me a letter, right?" And I'm like, "Oh, shit, that's cool, whatever." And you know what happened? He reading a letter to me, and the letter say, "How's Tyrone doing? When is Tyrone leaving? Tell Tyrone I said good luck." I said, "What the fuck is going on?" Kalia wishing me good luck. She already going. She's in South Carolina wishing me good luck in Philadelphia. And like I said, we weren't friends. I was like, damn, this military camaraderie is on some other shit. I got niggas right now that's my homies in the hood that if they left the hood, they would not send me a motherfucking letter. You know what I mean? So I'm like, oh shit, this military, you heard me, military. This military camaraderie is on some other shit. But you know, that's cool. So Khalil was cool, and I kept in touch with her a little bit as much as I could, but we lost touch. But you know, she wasn't my friend, so it wasn't a thing. But at first though, that was like, god damn, that's like some cool shit. So then I took the test. I'm gonna call it the ASAB. I don't know. I'm not sure what it's called. I don't want to call it the ASFAB because that's what I remember it being called, the ASFAB, but I'm not sure what it's called. But then it was like, yo, you scored like a 90 motherfucking something, and you good. You could pick any motherfucking military job that you want. And I should have picked the medical shit. I should have picked the medical shit, but I couldn't pick the medical shit because I didn't want to be responsible for nobody else's life for real. I don't want to be the guy that had to go out and save somebody's motherfucking life for real. I can save your life like if we shooting and the motherfucker shooting at you and I'll pop that motherfucker to make sure he ain't shooting you. But I don't want to save somebody's life like you pop and I gotta fucking get the bullet out. I don't want to do that shit. So I was like, no, I can't be on the medical shit. You know what I'm saying? I can't do the medical shit. But, you know what I mean? The other shit, I was like, all right, I can do the other shit. You know what I mean? Like anything else but the medical. So they said, oh, you qualify to be communications. And I was so motherfucking confused about communications because I was like, how do y'all want the motherfucker that can't talk to do communications? And listen, y'all hear me now and it's fucked up. Y'all should have heard me back then. When I was back then, I done been to speech class and done been to talking class and all kinds of shit since then, okay? Back then, I was like Tasmania. I was like the motherfucking Tasmanian. Spitting on everything in the shit. I said, how the fuck I'm going to be communications if I can't even motherfucking talk? I didn't understand. And they was like, no, it ain't like that. You don't have to talk. It's basically like you have to hook up the radios and hook up the frequencies and all the other shit. Oh, okay. Because I don't understand. I can't be communications when I can't motherfucking communicate. You know what I mean? So I got with communications. And you know what else? Listen. I'm not trying to discourage anybody from getting into the military, but the shit is a motherfucking lie. Shit's a motherfucking lie. The military tell you we gonna give you a job in the military, and if you don't want to be full-time military, if you don't want to stay in the military forever, the training that we gonna give you is gonna allow you to get a job in the real world. No, it don't. No, the fuck it do not. No, the fuck no. Because I did communications in the military for 8 motherfucking years, and I got out and I had to go get a job in motherfucking Home Depot. Okay? I had to get a job at Home Depot because the shit that I learned in the military and with the military communications was only for military communications. It didn't help me with regular communications. It didn't help me with world communications. I couldn't get a motherfucking... Yeah, I could get a job because I had put military on my shit. But it didn't help me get a job in the shit that I was doing for the military. It just helped me get a regular fucking job. So when the military tell you what you do in the military help you get a job, yeah, it can help you get a job, but it ain't gonna help you get a job in the shit that they tell you gonna get a job in the shit that you're fucking doing. I'm gonna tell you right now. Okay, now the medical shit, I should have did the medical shit because, yeah, if you need the medical field, you can get a medical job. Or police shit. Yeah, you can get police shit too. But fucking anything other than police or medical, you can fucking forget it. Infantry ain't gonna get you a motherfucking job nowhere. Infantry gonna get you the fuck killed. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? But anyway, so I chose communications and that was what I chose and that's what I did. So now they send you to the MEPS and you gotta go to the MEPS and the MEPS is fucking crazy shit, right? So the MEPS, you gotta go to the MEPS and you gotta get all these motherfucking physicals, these medical motherfucking physicals, right? These medical shits, they physicals, they medical, and you gotta go get them, right? And I go to get the physical and this motherfucking girl gonna say, hey man, I gotta check your balls. And I said, what you mean? You just drop your drawers, drop everything. I gotta see your butt naked dick. I gotta check them balls. And I'm just like, okay. And I got a little chubby love because she was cute. You know what I mean? But I'm like, come on now, you can't be a cute motherfucking nurse in them scrubs with the ass. And some of them scrubs, some of them girls got the asses in the scrubs. Scrubs look nice. You know what I mean? You can't blame me. I'm a man. I chubbed up a little. You know what I'm saying? When a nice looking woman is telling you she got to check your balls. You know what I'm saying? So I chubbed up a little bit. It ain't no big deal. But anyway, I was like, I don't even understand this kind of fucking examination. Because when I was a kid, I got physicals and shit. They ain't never checked my balls. Never checked my balls. Never, here you go. But I was like, okay, fuck it. So, I got my balls checked, whatever. Everything was good. I got cool. MEPS was cool. Everything was cool. Went to the MEPS. Everything was cool. Got all my shots and everything. But you meet people with the MEPS too. You meet people with the MEPS too. I met this one girl. She had short hair. Her hair was cut short. She had a fade better than my motherfucking fade. And I thought, now see, this is what I'm talking about. I tell people all the time, don't judge a book by a cover, but I judge that bitch book by her cover because she had a fade better than my fade. And I thought she was lesbian, but she was cute as shit. And I said, oh, your girlfriend? Girlfriend. That's how she was. Girlfriend. I don't have no motherfucking girlfriend. I like dick. And I was just like, when she said that, I was like, you know what? I hope I leave with her. I hope I leave with her because I want to see her in my future. You know what I'm saying? Because she was cute. You know what I mean? But I'm getting besides the point. Anyway, you go to MEPS, you do all the MEPS shit. Yeah. And this one motherfucker come out, right? And he wasn't my homie. Like, I ain't know him from the streets, but I knew him. You know what I mean? You know how you know somebody, like you've seen him before, you talked to him maybe once or twice. I knew this motherfucker, he come on, he's like, Tyrone, man, I ain't going. I said, why you not going, man? He said, because I'm deaf in my left ear. So I said, you deaf in your left ear? When did you just found that out? He said, no, I've been new. So you knew that you was deaf in one of your motherfucking ears and you still tried to sign up for the military? What the fuck wrong with you? Now look, I don't know a lot. I don't claim to be the smartest person in the world. I don't claim to be the best person on the planet. I don't claim to be that intelligent. But I do know that if you are legally deaf in one of your motherfucking ears, that you cannot go to the army. I was just like, why did you even try? Like, you played yourself. It's like, good luck to you, my man. But you're a dumb motherfucker right here. Like, I was just like, you're a stupid motherfucker. Like, why'd you do that? But anyway, so that's cool. So then, I got done with all the MEP shit. I got done with all the paperwork. Everything was cool. Everything was good. I was ready to go. Now, they set you up with people from your same area. So I had Anthony Jones, who was another guy from Philadelphia, who was a Philadelphia police officer now. I still see him. I talk to him on occasion, but he ain't my homie, though. He not my homie, though, but I talk to him on occasion, whatever. He's still in Philly, and he's a cop now. But he went with me. But the real motherfucking, my man, the real nigga, the real motherfucker that wanted me named Raw Mean Davis, right? And he was from Trenton, and they put him in our group. And Raw Mean, I just talked to him the other day because we still cool. We still squad. I mean, that's my boy. And we don't hang out. I don't see him as much because he's down in Florida or wherever he is. And I'm up here, but that's my mans in them. You know what I'm saying? He met me when I was 18 years old and I was a piece of shit. And now I'm fucking 44 and still a piece of shit. You know what I'm saying? But that's my man in him. I just talked to him the other day. We's cool. Squad, we clicked right away. But the thing is that's the camaraderie I'm talking about. They put me with him, Anthony Jones. We had to travel together. And now, as soon as we got there to the MEP station, we had to travel together. And time to leave. They put this motherfucker in charge. They gave him the itinerary. They told him about the food vouchers and everything. They told him everything we needed to do to get the basic training, right? And they was right. It was right. Because Raw Mean had his shit together. I ain't gonna lie. At that time, Raw Mean had his shit together. He was cooler than me. He had his shit together. He knew what he wanted to do. He was like a cool dude. He was like in charge. He was like a bossed up nigga. Me, I was a piece of shit. And Anthony didn't say nothing. He didn't really talk too much. He didn't say nothing. He was kind of chilling. But me, I was a piece of shit, right? But look, his name was Raw Meat, and I called him Raw Meat. Because I was ignorant. I was like, yo, your name Raw Meat. I ain't understand his name Raw Meat. Like, who the fuck is named Raw Meat? You know what I mean? I called that motherfucker Raw Meat, and I ain't give a fuck, right? The other thing, too, this motherfucker was big. I'm 6'1". This motherfucker was like, I would say 6'4", 6'5", or whatever, and he was kind of like sturdy. He wasn't like fat or nothing, but he was husky. He was like sturdy, and he was like, he looked strong. And I just wanted to fight him. I'm going to be honest. I wanted to fight this motherfucker. As soon as I saw him and they put him in charge, I was like, oh, I'm going to fight that motherfucker there. That's in my mentality. My mentality is when I see a motherfucker that's bigger than me, I'll be like, ooh, challenge. I want to fuck this motherfucker. I can get him. And I spent most of my basic training trying to get him. Now, it wasn't really fighting because this was my mans and them. We clicked from the first day. He was from Trenton, I was from Philly. And we clicked from the first day because Trenton and Philly is almost the same, I guess. Because, like, he had the same kind of slang, same kind of mannerism, same kind of attitude, whatever. But I was just like, you're not going to fuck me up. I'm going to fuck you up. You know what I mean? And me and him just was on that type time. So, as soon as, it was just like, I'm going to get him. So I used to slap box this motherfucker every day in basic training. Like, I slap box this motherfucker every day because one day I swore I was going to get him. He was good fighting too. I was like, damn, this motherfucker could fight. I was salty as shit because he had the moves. He could fight. So now he bigger than me, stronger than me, he flexing, and this motherfucker can fight too. And I ain't win none of them slap boxes, but I ain't never give up. I slap box this motherfucker probably about every day. Because that's just my mentality. I ain't want to fight him for real because we can't fight for real. Because we got that camaraderie when we in basic training. We can't fight for real. And I don't want to fuck him up because that's my niggas and that's my mans and them. To this day, still my mans and them. But man, the slap boxing was on. That motherfucking shit was on. But anyway, they put him in charge. That was the right move to do. And he was in charge. So now we leave and we get on a plane. And we fly, and we supposed to be going to Fort Jackson, South Carolina, and we end up getting a flight to North Carolina, and then having to get off at North Carolina, and then get on another flight from North Carolina to South Carolina, which I thought was stupid. I thought that was so stupid, but that's how the military did it, so I was like, fuck it. Oh, matter of fact, I don't even think we got on a flight. I think we got on a flight to North Carolina, and I think matter of fact, we didn't. We got on a flight to North Carolina, and then if I'm not wrong, we caught a motherfucking bus from North Carolina to South Carolina. So we got off the plane in North Carolina, and we got on a flight, not on a flight, we got on a bus from North Carolina to Fort Jackson, South Carolina, right? And here's the thing. We get off North Carolina and we like, yo, we got to get some food. And they gave us a food voucher, right? So I'm like, cool, we got a food voucher. What we going to get? And we walking through the North Carolina airport with our food voucher, military food voucher, trying to get food. And I see a sign say, Philly cheesesteaks. And I said, what? Philly cheesesteaks in North Carolina? Let's go. And Ramin was with it. Anthony was with it because he was from Philly. Ramin was with it because he was from Trenton. And he knew about the Philly cheesesteaks, right? So we like, fuck it, let's go. We went to that place. Worst mistake ever. This was the first time this motherfucker fucked up his executive decision. He was in charge. He let us go there. He was in charge. He had the food voucher. He let us go to that motherfucking Philly cheesesteak place. And that wasn't no motherfucking Philly cheesesteak. That was a North Carolina imitation Philly cheesesteak. The shit was just corny as shit. We used our food vouchers. It was corny as shit. I was mad at the motherfucker. And that was another reason for me to fuck Ramin up. I ain't even gonna lie. I was mad as shit. And I wanted to fuck Ramin up because he let us do it. I was like, you motherfucker. You let us go here. You knew them steaks wasn't gonna be right, bitch. It's like, no, with that effort, you know what I mean? I gotta take another motherfucking shot. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, no, that wasn't a reason to take a shot. There's no reason to take a shot. You take a shot because you take a shot. Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to take another one, though. I can't wait to get a guest. Because when I get a guest, I'll be able to take these shots while they talking. So that it don't be a little delay in the process. You know what I'm saying? That's why the real reason why I want to guest on my podcast is so I can drink while they talking. I can tell them, hey, what's your story? And then they start talking, and then I can drink. So that I don't have to pause the podcast or fucking, like, have any time outs when I gotta take my motherfucking shots. You know what I mean? But whatever, I ain't taking no more shots. This is it. I'm already... Because I was pre-gaming before the motherfucking show started. I ain't gonna lie. So I'm good. But anyway, so we go to the Mets, and like I said, me and Brawlmean is still friends to this day. We don't hang out because he's in Florida and I'm in Philly, but we talk, and it was like, it's cool, man. We got the camaraderie. That's my nigga for real. And if I need him, he's there for me. And if he needs me, he know I'll come to Florida. I'll come to Florida to fuck somebody up. You know what I mean? I don't give a fuck. That's my man's. But I did call him Raw Meat, though. I did call him Raw Meat. And then when I went to Trenton to see him, when we got back from all our Army shit one time, I was in Philly, he was in Trenton. I went to Trenton to see him, man. He got me a cheese hoagie and shit. Stayed at his apartment with his mom, and everything was cool. Like, that's my man's and them. Like, we squad. But anyway, so let's go. Now, let's fast forward. We get down there. We get on the bus. We get to the military drawing. And the first thing they go, we get in there, and they go, look. This is like your last chance, Joan. And I'm like, what that mean, last chance, Joan? They like, this is your last chance. If you got any kind of motherfucking contraband, give it up now. Give it up smooth. Let it go. Put it in the little contraband box. We're not going to ask y'all shit. You got any contraband, put it in this box. This is all the shit we don't allow. And, this is all the shit we don't allow. So if you got any of this shit, put in box. You got weed, you got crack, you got cigarettes, you got bullshit, you got anything, you got whatever. Put it in this thing. So I went up there and put some shit in there. I ain't gonna tell y'all what the fuck I put in there because none of y'all motherfucking business. But I'll put some shit into the contraband, John. Right? And that was it. That was the first day, and that's what we did. And then I'm like, yo, I'm ready. I'm ready to get rocking and socking and getting jibbing and jocking. I'm ready to get in here. I'm ready to be on my Army shit. Give me my gun. That's what I wanted. I wanted the motherfucking gun from the door. I'm like, give me my motherfucking gun. That's right. I'm ready to pop off. I want to shoot somebody in the ass real quick. You know what I mean? But they wasn't like that. But they took us in, and we went to the contraband room. They gave us all the contraband and shit. And then it was time to go to the motherfucking... I don't know what it's called. It's before you go to basic training. It's called it's like a holdout. I think they call you a holdout or whatever it is, but it's like a place reception. That's right. That motherfucker shit called reception. You go to reception first, right? So we go to reception, and when we get to reception, they're like, okay, y'all in the reception, and this is what y'all do before y'all go to basic training. And then they go, y'all gonna be here for 2 motherfucking weeks. I go, we got 2 motherfucking weeks to stay here before we go to basic training? Unbelievable. That was some unbelievable shit. And I was just like, man, I was like, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to be in basic training. We got 2 weeks of motherfucking reception. But it was cool. The reception was cool because the girl, and you know what? I was in Fort Jackson, and fortunately, it was girls there. We had girls and guys in Fort Jackson, but at reception, there was girls and guys there too, and these girls was they was a little bit something. We wasn't mixed and matched with them at reception. At reception, we had guys and we guys was in the group, and all the girls was in their own group. So I thought that's how it was gonna be. I thought that when we went to basic, it was gonna be girl platoon, guy platoon. I didn't know they was gonna mix and matches at basic, because at reception they didn't mix and match. Because at reception it was all the dudes, all the girls, all the females. And you know what I mean? And so we had a little thing going on with the females, right? But see, the fucked up thing is me, I was kind of fucked up. So I used to talk to the females the way like I talk to them on the street. I never had the politically correct shit, the military shit. I never had no training. And so, you know what? It's time for me to go to commercial. So, I'm going to go to my commercial, and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to explain to you what I meant when I said I didn't have the proper etiquette when it came to the ladies in the military. I'll be right back. Catch me on the flip side. Now, the truth is, for all you people watching, I don't go to no real motherfucking commercial. Not at all. There is no commercial. Okay. Now there's a commercial on the audio because I got a commercial shit going on with them, but on the video, ain't no real motherfucking commercial. It's not. I just gotta wait until I can actually start the audio up right now. I can start it up right now and go right back into it. Bang, 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 bang. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm about to do. I'm about to start it up right now. I'm about to start my audio back up. But yeah, you gotta pause it so I can do my audio commercial. You know what I'm saying? But it ain't no real commercial. I'm here. I was gonna take another shot, but I'm already slizzard. And yo, that's another thing. Slizzard is a word that me and my homies made up for when we get fucked up. That's all. But anyway, I'm about to get back on to the fucking audio. So stay tuned. Wait a second. I'm going to hit the audio and go back into it. Okay? Give me a second. It's coming up. All right, so here we go. I'm about to hit it. So here we go. So welcome back. Welcome back. Now, before I left, I was talking about how, you know what I'm saying, how I didn't have the proper etiquette when it comes to females. Because I talk to females the way I talked to them back in the hood. They was bitches. And listen. Bitches is bad now. Because all of this politically correct shit and all the shit that's going on LGBTQ and everybody is just trying to have representation and trying to be respected. And I get that. But back in the day when I went to the army, bitches was bitches. You know what I mean? It was like, bitch wasn't a fucking fucked up thing. I mean, we call girls bitches like that's what they was. Like, we fuck with the bitches. So when I say bitches and I say bitch, it's not a bad thing. It's not I'm ignorant or nothing like that. It's the language. It's the way we talk. It's the way it was back then. So I used to talk to them like I talked to the bitches on the street. You know what I mean? And some of them knew. Some of them was cool. Some of them from the East Coast was rocking. Some of the white ones, they knew what the deal was. But some of them was from places where, like, bitch and the way and the slang that I use and the way I referred to them and the way I spoke to them wasn't kind of like improper. You know what I'm saying? And the MEPS, not the MEPS. The reception was fun. We was there for 2 weeks, and the fucked up thing was like I said, I talked to him a little bit foul. I talked to the girls like how I talked to him on the street, and I didn't realize you couldn't do that. But anyway, back to, we learned shit at the reception. We learned how to march. We learned about some of the military food. We learned about, how to wear our fucking uniforms properly, our BDUs properly and all that stuff. We learned a little bit of shit, you know what I'm saying? And we had we gained a little bit more camaraderie there, made some friendships there, whatever like that. Got some shots. And they had these we got some shots, man. They had these air motherfucking shots, right? So you go there, and it was like an air gun, and they shoot the shit in your arm. It was like bang, bang, bang. They shot the shit out you. And they was like, look. When y'all go to get these motherfucking shots, right? Don't move. Don't move, all right? Because when you go in there to get these shots, bang, they gonna pop the shit out you. And if you move, it's gonna cut the shit out your arm. We had some dumb motherfuckers moving, got their arm split wide the motherfucking open. I mean, stitches for you bitches. I mean, like, split open. And then they said, after you get the shots, you got to be calm. Don't lock your knees. Stand up properly. Chill out. And we had some motherfuckers pass the fuck out. I remember this one dude back, man. He got the shot. And we get outside. And this motherfucker went straight back. I mean, straight back. Did not touch gold. Do not collect $200. Like, straight to the motherfucking floor. Bink! Bust his head and everything. I was like, God damn! I thought that shit was going to happen to me. I was like, oh shit, am I locking my knees? I got nervous. I got nervous. I'm like, oh shit, I hope I'm not locking my motherfucking knees up. I started freaking, I thought I was roofied. I started fucking scratching. I was freaking the motherfucker out when he fell down. But, it was cool and everything like that. So everything was cool. Then we had these crazy Puerto Ricans. They was straight from Puerto Rico, and I guess this was the time when the Puerto Rico was merging with the United States, and they became like their own. I still don't even know. Is Puerto Rico a state? Is Puerto Rico part of our shit? Because we damn sure had fresh off the boat motherfucking Puerto Ricans in my mess, and this was in 1990 motherfucking 7. You know what I'm saying? So in 1997, the Puerto Ricans was in here, and they was on some other shit. These motherfuckers crazy. They used to tie they fucking PT t-shirts around their face like ski masks and shit, and come in our barracks and try to fuck us the fuck up. They used to try to fuck us up all the time. They had this one dude, Blanco, man, he was big as shit. He was husky. He was like a wrestler, man. And he used to come in. He used to fuck me up, man. He used to fuck me up. I used to rumble him every time. Bang. And this was like real rumbling. This was almost like real rumbling. This wasn't like no playtime shit. Like, they used to come into our barracks and try to attack us. And we used to rumble like a motherfucker, like I'm talking about. Getting that shit on. And Blanco used to fuck me up, but you know me. I'm one of them motherfuckers that I'm in it. And I'm going. I'm giving it. And he was strong as shit. He would throw my little ass around and fucking pound on me. But I still gave him something. He knew he was in a motherfucking fight because I gave it to him. He won, but he didn't like it. You know what I mean? After a couple of times he came in there, he didn't want no parts of me. I looked for him. You know what I mean? A couple of times they came in our beds. I looked for him. Where the fuck is Blanco? That's me. That's me. I'm going at him. We used to get it the fuck on. But it was fun though. I mean, we was fighting, but it was fun though. You know what I mean? It was like, yeah, let's get it on. And I used to look back, see my man Ramin giving it up. Ramin used to give it the fuck up, and I was like, you won't do me like that, motherfucker. I hated him because he used to beat me in the flat boxing all the time, and I just wanted to win. So fucking bad. I wanted to beat this motherfucker one time, man, and I just kept going at him, and he just every time, man, he flat boxed the shit out of me, and I couldn't get him. He was too good. Yeah, you know what? Next time I talk to that motherfucker, I'm gonna be like, yo, let's do it. Let's do it again. One more time. Let's get some gloves or something. We gotta do it again, because I think I'm ready now. I think I can get him now. He kind of old. He said he wasn't keeping up on his skills. He said he was getting a little fat. I might fuck him up today. I don't know. But anyway, that was fun. And the mess was fun. We learned a little bit of shit before we had to go to basic training. We learned how the military food was basically going to taste. We learned about, what we was going to do. And we kind of learned about if we was really with it. You know what I mean? Because you might not be with it. You sign up, you get in there, and you might not be with it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta fill it out. You gotta find out if that's what you do. You know what I mean? You find out if that's what you want to do. So that's what we did. We the meth station is for you to find out if that's what you want to do. And I found out that, you know what I mean? That's what I want to do. I was having fun up in there. But look, right? So now the 2 weeks is up. We about to go to basic training. And I get called into the office with the sergeants, right? And I'm like, why the fuck am I here? You know what I'm saying? I don't understand. And the sergeant goes, hey, Livingston, you're not going to basic training. You're not going to basic training, and we have to figure out what to do with you. And that was a real motherfucking hurt piece, because I'm like, why? This is my future. This is my life. Y'all fucking with me. And I didn't understand, right? And they go, some of the female personnel said that you referred to them as bitches in the lunchroom the other day. And we don't take kindly to that. We don't like that kind of talk. They was very upset, and so we pulling you. We pulling you off of basic training, and we don't know what your punishment's going to be. We don't know if we're going to send you home. We don't know what we're going to do yet. But as of right now, you're not going to basic training. Now, the truth of the matter is, I got into a confrontation with one of the girls inside of the lunchroom. I got into a confrontation with her. And I was going ham. I ain't gonna lie. I was about to go ham on this bro. You know what I'm saying? And Ramin pulled me to the side And he said, man, look, we about to leave soon. You about to join the army. You gotta be a dad. You gotta be all of the shit that you said. You know, all the things you told me you wanted to be. All fuck these bitches, man. Don't let these bitches get you off your square. Don't let these bitches take you out of what you was doing. He said that. I didn't call that girl bitch at the time when I was arguing with her. I didn't. I didn't. I just basically, it was an argument, but I didn't call her bitch. You know what I'm saying? But he said, don't let these bitches get you off your square or whatever. And so, I don't know if that's what she used, or I don't know if they was lying. I don't know if she was just trying to get me taken out, trying to get me in trouble. But the word bitch didn't come out my mouth. It came out Ramin's mouth, right? And I ain't no snitch. And I ain't no fucked up individual. So when they told me that, I was just like, all right, cool, fuck it. I ain't going. I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? I'll go back home. I'll take my consequences, because I'm not about to be like, oh no, Ramin the one who said bitch. You know what I mean? I'm not that dude. So I go back into my barracks, and I'm chilling, and I'm cool, and it's all good, right? And then the next day, the sergeant comes in, and he's like, put your bag on the line. Put your bag on the line, Tyrone. You going to basic training, brother. And I said, oh, thank you so much. I'm glad y'all gave me a second chance or whatever. And they was like, don't thank me. They said, your boy Ramin came in and said that he was the one who said bitches. He was the one who referred to them as a bitch. And I was just like, wow. There it goes. There's the camaraderie. I knew this man for 3 weeks of my motherfucking life, and already we got a bond. Already he went in and did the right thing. Already he defended me. Already this man helped me. Already this man essentially saved what I thought at the time was saving my motherfucking life. Already he did that for me, right? And then I was appreciative at first, but then I was mad because when they thought I said bitches, I was pulled off. I wasn't going to basic training. I was out of here. I was fucked up. But when Ramin, who was the star, Ramin, who was their soldier, Ramin, who was the man, when Ramin said bitches, it was cool. He was on the line. They ain't even talk about punishing him at all. And at first I felt some type of way. At first I was like, oh, so y'all gonna punish me for saying bitches? This motherfucker said bitches, y'all ain't gonna do shit to him. He cool. It's good. But then I thought about it. I was like, you know what? It is. Because he maybe because he stood up and he did the right thing, they like that. They appreciative of that, whatever. Or maybe because he's a real soldier and I'm an asshole and I'm fucked up. Maybe. So I gave him a pass, but at the time I was mad as shit. I was like, how this motherfucker gonna get to say bitches and he can go? I wanted to call that bitch a bitch, and I ain't call her a bitch, and now I was getting pulled off, and then he get to go, and they know for a fact he did it. He admitted to it. But it was all cool, and it was all good, and we went to basic training. And that was great. Now, when we get to basic training, it wasn't man and women separated or whatever. We was in the same group. We had a platoon. It was girls in our platoon, girls in a mixed up platoon. It was girls. It was just girls in the platoons. They was all mixed up with us and everything or whatever. And that was cool. I didn't mind it. I was cool with it because I wanted to see some girls. You know what I'm saying? It was all right. And so that was that. So we get the basic training and everything's cool. Now, I'm not soldier material. I don't know how to fucking march. I never worked out. I ain't gonna lie. Like I said, I failed gym in high school. I played football, but I didn't have to work out to play football. To be honest, I didn't have to work out to play football because I was a cornerback and a wide receiver, and I just had to be fast. I was fast, and I knew how to play a motherfucking ball. You know what I'm saying? You throw the ball, I know how to locate the ball, I know how to find the ball, I know how to catch the ball, I know how to play that motherfucking rock. So I didn't have to work. I didn't have to be strong. I barely had to make a tackle. I was a cornerback. So if the running back got past me, you know what I mean? I could fake that shit. I could get blocked by my receiver. I didn't have to make no tackles and shit. I didn't had to be that strong. All I had to do was be able to catch, and I could catch a motherfucking football. And I played cornerback because I can get all the motherfucking interceptions, okay? I knew how to play that ball. I knew how to watch that guy. I had the speed to keep up with any receiver. I can get the interceptions. But so I didn't have to be strong. I didn't have to fucking be nothing. So when it came to physical activity, I wasn't strong. I wasn't. Yeah, I mean, I could fight. Fighting and had nothing to do with strength. You see what I'm saying? I didn't have to be strong to fuck you up because my kind of boxing, I'm the kind of boxer and the kind of fighter that I want to beat the shit out of you. I don't want to beat. I don't want the one punch knockout power. I don't want to hit you one time and you drop and I knock you the fuck out. No. I'm the type of guy, I want to beat the shit out of you. I want to dance around. I want to show off. I want to boop, boop, bing, 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 bing. And I was good at that. I was good at ducking and dodging and bing, 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 bing. You know what I mean? Fucking you up. I would beat your ass by the accumulation of the times that you was fucking hit rather than knock you the fuck out. Punch out power, you know what I mean? So I didn't work out too much. I didn't work out. So when we got the basic training, we had to do all them push-ups and all that bullshit. I wasn't good at that shit. I was good at the running. I was on the first running team. I liked the running, but the push-ups, sit-ups, all that shit, I wasn't good at that shit. I wasn't good at that shit at all. So we got the basic, and we had, and I ended up in the platoon with Ramin. I was so happy. I was like, Ramin's in my platoon. That's what's up. And me and him, we ran that shit for real. Ain't no doubt about it. Me and Ramin ran our motherfucking platoon because everybody was scared of him. Everybody was scared of Ramin. He was, like I said, he was big, and he was one of them dudes. He was from Trenton. He had that Trenton swag. He had that Brick City Brigade shit. Like, he'd fuck you up. So a lot of people had respect for him. A lot of people were scared of him. And I was just his, I ain't gonna lie, I was his motherfucking, like, lap dog. Not lap dog. I don't know what it is. I was his motherfucking, like his dog. Like, look, I'm gonna instigate. I'm a instigate the shit. I'm gonna talk shit to you. I'm gonna dog you the fuck out. I'm a fucking ragtag, drag, fag, everything your ass, right? And Ramin is the man right here. You gotta answer to him. I was his second in command. You got a problem with Ramin, you had to get through me. And I'm gonna dog you out because I'm gonna talk all this shit to you. I'm gonna be like a fucking spider monkey on your ass. You know what I mean? So me and Ramin we ran everything. You know, it was only, and we didn't fuck with a lot of guys. It was only a few guys that we fucked with in the platoon. The Fab Five was me and Leclerc. Leclerc was a big motherfucker too. Leclerc was a big motherfucker. He was quiet, he was cool, he was big, and he was ready to fuck some shit up too. So it was me and Ramin and Leclerc, you know what I'm saying? It was my man McDowell, and then it was my boy Old Dog. Now, Old Dog, he didn't take no shit. He was from Cali. McDowell was from Cali, too. Old Dog was like, I don't know if Old Dog was from Cali, but McDowell was from Cali. And we just clicked. And we was just motherfucking homies. You know what I'm saying? And like, we was the Fab Five. We was the fucking A-Team. They called me Murdoch because I was the crazy one. Everything was cool. You know what I mean? That's what we was. And we ran the fucking platoon. We ran a platoon because nobody didn't say nothing to Ramin. Nobody ain't say nothing to Old Dog. Nobody ain't fuck with McDowell. Nobody ain't fuck with Leclerc. And I was the one who started the shit. I was the instigator. I was the shit talker. I was the motherfucking everything. I was out there. You know what I mean? But guess what? We all had our skills. You know, Ramin could fuck you up. Leclerc could fuck you up. McDowell didn't take no shit. Old Dog didn't take no shit. And me, I was like a rabid dog. I would get on you and fucking, you know what I mean? I was crazy as the motherfucker back then. So we was the squad. You know what I mean? We was the A-Team, you know what I'm saying? And we never had no real beef. We was cool. We had a camaraderie except for one time, right? Let me tell you how bad it got. So we had visits. It was one time, I think it was around graduation time or something. I don't know what it was, but it was one time we was allowed to have visits. And my family couldn't make it because we were all the way from Philadelphia. My mom and dad couldn't make it. I ain't really wanted to make it anyway. But my cousin did come from South Carolina. She lived in South Carolina. She came over and she came and chilled with me and we was cool. But my boy Leclerc had a wife and a kid. And his wife and kid comes. And I don't know if she was his wife. I know she was. I don't know if she was his wife, but I know he had a kid, and I know he had a baby mama or whatever or wife. I thought she was his wife, but she came, and he talked to her nasty, man. Like he talked to her real nasty, man. And I said to him, I said, man, don't talk to her like that. And I know it ain't my business. And I know I should mind my business, but where I come from, with all my sisters and my mom and my dad and the relationship that I got going on with them and the way I am, I can't let a motherfucking man talk to a woman disrespectful. I can't let a motherfucking man say certain things to a certain woman, especially not a woman that, had your kid or a woman that you're supposed to love. So when he was talking to her some kind of way, I said, look, man, don't talk to her like that. And he looked me in my face and said, listen, mind your business before I fuck you up. Yeah. Oh, yeah? Now, Leclerc was big as shit, strong as shit, fucking big motherfucker. I said, oh, yeah? You gonna fuck me up? You ain't gonna fuck me up. And we was about to go at it. And once again, Ramin said, what y'all doing, we boys? We boys, Livingston, mind your fucking business. This is his woman, this is his life. Leclerc, you really shouldn't talk to her like that, but, whatever. And he squashed it again. He really was a real leader. I don't care what nobody say. And I ain't sucking nobody's dick. I ain't a dick eater, none of that. But Ramin's a real motherfucking nigga. Like, he's a real man. He really said it because, I ain't want that work with Leclerc for real. I did not want that smoke for real. But I don't give a fuck, though. For real. In my mind, I don't give a fuck. I stand up for what I believe in. I stand up for women. I fight for women. And I was ready to go. And I ain't know this girl from nothing. I just met her that day. But the way he spoke to her, I was just like, yo, motherfucker, you ain't about to do that. Not in front of me. You ain't. But you know what? It was cool. But basic training was fun as shit. Look, man, we laughed so much, we played so much, we partied so much. But look, the food was okay. The food was okay in the chow hall. The food was all right. Them MREs was fucked up. The meals ready to eat. If you ain't in the chow hall, you don't want no MREs, man. I got to the point where, look, the military give you the MREs, right? And you get the little water thing. You're supposed to heat it up and heat up the water and all that. And all that shit takes too motherfucking long to heat up. The water don't work right. The heating up thing don't work right. The MREs don't work. It's all just too much motherfucking long. So I just fucking ate the shit cold. I ain't even bothered with the little pot and pan. They give you this little pot and pan thing where you can put water in. I ain't even bothered with that shit. And when they gave me the MRE, I just ripped that motherfucker open, eat it cold with a spoon. I don't give a fuck. I just had to get it in there, right? I like the peanut butter and crackers one because you can get the peanut butter and crackers. Peanut butter fill you up a little bit, the crackers, whatever. I don't care. But here's the thing, though. The candy, they had the candy in there. You ain't supposed to eat the candy. They tell you you're not supposed to have the candy. So sometimes they try to take the candy or they just tell you don't eat it. I was fucked up. I was so fucked up that I used to put the candy in my ammo pouch, right? We had these ammo pouches where you hold the ammo for your guns and shit. I used to sneak candy and put it in that motherfucking ammo pouch. And they had these little things in there, MREs called Charms. They was called Charms candies, right? And they were so fucked up and so old, so nasty, that you couldn't even get the plastic wrapper off of them and shit. I used to eat that motherfucking plastic paper. I used to just put it in my mouth with the plastic paper all day. I chew that motherfucker out. I probably done swallowed fucking 100 yards of plastic. Trying to eat the motherfucking Charms. I was so sneaky, right? I would take the M&Ms. Some of them MREs had M&Ms in them. You ripped the M&Ms open. I would pour the M&Ms right in my camo pouch, butt naked. Butt naked M&Ms. You know what I'm saying? They would have dirt on them, fucking grease on them. Whatever the fuck we did, they would be on them M&Ms. I eat them anyway. I don't care. I needed that candy. I eat them motherfucking dirty ass M&Ms out my camo pouch with bullet juice on them. Gunpowder on them, whatever. I don't give a fuck. I ate the motherfucking M&Ms. They didn't even have peanut M&Ms. Just plain chocolate M&Ms. I don't care. I ate them motherfuckers like a motherfucker. I don't care. I liked them. I ate them. Basic training was all right, cool. I passed most of my PT tests, even though I wasn't physically good. I didn't give a fuck about sit-ups and push-ups. I could run, though. I ain't worried about the run because I could run. I always pass the run. But the sit-ups and push-ups, I was close to failing them shit like a motherfucker. Like they said I had to do 40 fucking push-ups. I did motherfucking 39.88888. And they let me slide. They said they had to do 50 motherfucking sit-ups. I did 49.88888. And they let me motherfucking slide. I wasn't all physically fit or whatever like that. But, I did my thing. I did what I had to do to graduate from basic training. Now, Ramin was a super soldier. This motherfucker was a super soldier. He was doing all the push-ups, all the sit-ups, all the everything. He was running everything. He was just, I hated that motherfucker. I was just like, do you got to be good at everything? You beating me in a slap box and you're doing all your push-ups, all your sit-ups, all your running. Like, you was a son of a bitch. You know what I mean? But that's my nigga, though. But you know what I'm saying? But that's how it was. So we had to do push-ups, sit-ups. We had to do, basic training. We had to do push-ups, sit-ups, whatever. We had to shoot. And I wasn't good at the shooting either, but I got better at it. You know what I mean? I wasn't good at the shooting because I hold my gun sideways. You know what I'm saying? I was from the hood. Pop, pop, pop. You hold your gun sideways. You ain't shoot proper from the hood. Like, only gun I ever had was a 9mm. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never had no fucking rifle. No fucking what is it called? M16. I don't know what the fuck no M16 was. I wasn't ready for that. And like you said, you gotta pull the trigger, you gotta squeeze the trigger, not pull the trigger. Now for me, it was always pull the trigger. But in the military, you gotta squeeze the trigger. You don't pull it. You squeeze it. You squeeze it a little bit till it go off. You don't pull it. You know what I mean? It's supposed to be a shot when it go off. Pop, pop. But I learned. I passed everything. I got on my basic training. I passed everything. But I was on the look. I was this close to failing every motherfucking thing too. But you know what I mean? I had Ramin to motivate me. I had my Fab 518 motherfuckers, you know what I mean? And then we introduced this dude Langham. This boy Langham. Langham became part of the A team, and it wasn't because he was cool tonight. This motherfucker was just a funny motherfucker. He was from Mississippi or something. He was from somewhere, one of them South countries, and he talked South, and he was just funny. He just made us motherfucking laugh. He just, y'all motherfuckers, he was funny as shit, and his accent was funny, and he made us laugh. So he got to be part of our crew for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? We ran it up. And, it was fun. I remember this one time, me and Ramin was just talking about this. So it was this dude in our drone, in our platoon, Scarborough, right? This motherfucker had the biggest head you ever seen in motherfucking planet. I mean, this motherfucker looked like Bonk. Remember Bonk from TurboGrafx 16? It was an arcade video game, Bonk. Bonk's Adventures, and this motherfucker had a big ass head. This is how Scarborough looked, right? So one time we trying to go, and we didn't have a lot of time. It was like, we had 12 showers, and it was like 60 motherfuckers, right? And you had to shit, shower, shave, and be downstairs by a certain time with 12 motherfucking showers, 60 motherfuckers. So we had to do what we had to do. And one time we going in there, and I see Ramin, and he got fucking Scarborough hemmed up. He got him hemmed up, and he said, "What the fuck is you doing?" And Scarborough was like, "Man, I got to shit too. I have to shit." And Ramin was like, "Not here." And I know for a fact that Scarborough was in the bathroom before Ramin. He stole my man's stall to shit. But that's my nigga, so I ain't gonna say shit. But Ramin was wrong that day. But he had Scarborough hemmed up, and Scarborough was like, "I have to shit too." That's one of my funniest fucking, greatest fucking basic training memories. Is my man had my man hemmed up, and he just said, "I gotta shit too. I gotta shit too." Speaking of shit in the shower, right? I used to always shower at like 4 in the morning. Like before we got up. I used to set my little alarm thing for 4 in the morning so I could shower because I wasn't trying to fight with them. These motherfuckers, it was literally 12 showers and 60 motherfuckers. And we had to go in the showers, and sometimes you had to shower, you had to soap up and rinse off and everything. And these motherfuckers was butt to butt. Sometimes you back up a little bit and your ass cheek touched another motherfucking ass cheek. I ain't like that at all. So I ain't showering in the mornings. When them motherfuckers get a shower, I used to shower at 4 a.m. I used to get up before everybody and go shower real quick. And one time the drill sergeants caught me because you ain't supposed to do that. And one time the drill sergeants came in for their bed check and I wasn't in my bed. Where the fuck is Livingston? And they're like, "Oh, Livingston's in the shower," and I got the whole platoon smoke. Because if one person do something wrong, everybody gets in trouble for it. That's how they try to teach you to be a team player. And all that shit. So when they caught me in the shower at 4 o'clock in the morning, they made everybody get the fuck up. And they had to do these things called mule kicks. That's where you standing there and you got to jump up and kick both of your legs up and kick yourself in the ass. It's called a mule kick. You literally have to jump up and kick yourself in the ass with both feet. And they had us up there mule kicking for about an hour and everybody looking at me. And I really is just like, fuck them. I'm serious. I'm like, fucking, I don't give a fuck. I gotta wash my ass. And I don't want my butt cheeks touching none of y'all motherfucking butt cheeks. So yeah, fuck it. I showered when I wasn't supposed to. And now y'all mule kicking. Mule kicking like a motherfucker. I don't care. I'm not about to have a man's butt cheeks rubbing up against my motherfucking butt cheeks. Okay? Not doing it. Alright? So yeah, they had a mule kick. Suck my balls. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? And so that's what happened with that. Whew. That was a lot. You know what I mean? But so yeah, they had the mule kick. And you know, it is what it is. Like if one person got in trouble, everybody got in trouble. And I got them in trouble a lot. And you know what it was like, you know the funny part, when you get smoked right, you have to do half left. And half left face means you got to turn halfway to the left so that everybody have room to lay down. So when the drill sergeants came out and somebody was fucking up, it was like, half left face! And then you had to go half left and you had to lay down. You had to get the fuck on. You knew you was getting smoked and you was doing push-ups or something. And I ain't give a fuck. And everybody used to be like, come on, Livingston. You got us fucked up again. And I was like, yep, I sure motherfucking did. I sure motherfucking did get y'all fucked up again. You know what I mean? I don't care. I'm me. If I fuck up, I fuck up. But, you know, I was a fuck up. So, yeah, I got my platoon a lot of motherfucking push-ups. A lot of motherfucking smoking. A lot of motherfucking mule kicks. And I didn't care. But when they had to go to the... But look, I had camaraderie too, because when they had to go to the competition, they had a competition at the end of the year for the best drill marchers or whatever in the drill competition. And I knew that my black ass wasn't good at that shit. So when they had that shit, I volunteered to do kitchen duty. And that's right, I volunteered for KP. I volunteered to be on the kitchen patrol because I didn't want to fuck my team up when it came time to do their marching thing. And guess what? That motherfuckers didn't win anyway. They still lost. They still lost. They talk shit about me like I was going to fuck them up. Y'all motherfuckers didn't win. They still lost the competition, and I wasn't even there, so they couldn't blame no shit on me. No shit on me. Now, look, I try to keep my podcast episodes within an hour, and this is a little bit more than an hour. This is it. I mean, I think I went a little bit longer than an hour, but look, the military was a long time, and I got a lot of shit to talk about. So I'm not going to talk about nothing after, well, you know what? So, basic training was over. And let me tell you about this shit too, right? Basic training was over, and me and Ramin was going our separate ways. Me and everybody was going our separate ways. There was nobody from my basic training that I was cool with that was going to my AIT. And AIT is your learning station. That's where you go to learn your craft that you're going to be in the Army. So I had to go to AIT, right? And Labonte, she was a girl going to AIT with me. Leos, he was a guy that was in our platoon that was going to AIT with me. There was a couple of other people in our platoon that was going to AIT with me, but none of my Fab 5 motherfuckers was gone. So that was a sad day when we actually had to leave to go to AIT. And it was especially worse for me because, once again, I did some dumb shit. So we graduated from basic training. My cousin, my aunt, and my uncle, they lived in South Carolina, so they came to my graduation. And then you get one day to go out with your family and your friends. And we got one day release to go out with my family and friends. So I go with my aunt and uncle, go to my cousin's house, whatever, it's cool. So I go with them, and we go, and I have a good time with my cousins and stuff, and then we got to come back. They bring me back to Fort Jackson, South Carolina, and I forgot my fucking shoes. Left my fucking shoes at my cousin's house. And now when you graduate, you wear your the class C uniforms, whatever that class uniforms called, I don't remember. But you wear your class uniforms and you wear your little shiny shoes or whatever. And I wore my little shiny shoes and I left my motherfucking shiny shoes at my motherfucking cousin's house. And I get back and I ain't got no shiny shoes. Then we got to go to AIT and AIT and I got my class C's on and I don't have shiny shoes on. I got on my motherfucking running sneakers. And they're like, oh, you can't have on your running sneakers. You can't wear your running sneakers with this outfit. What the fuck's wrong with you? Whatever. So I go back and I get on my BDU boots. They say, you can't wear your BDU boots with this uniform. This is not right. And so now I don't have no way to go out AIT. My Greyhound bus is there to take me to Fort Gordon, Georgia for AIT. And I don't have the right shoes and I ain't going. Drill sergeant was like, we cannot send you like this, so you're not going. So the Greyhound bus pulls off and leaves, and I'm fucked up. I'm not going to AIT. And then my drill sergeant takes me down to the motherfucking to the store and lets me buy some shoes to go with my uniform. So I get down to the store, I buy the shoes to go with my uniform, and everything is cool except for the fact that the bus already left. So then the drill sergeant goes, well, you're going to have to get there on your own. You're going to have to, we're going to go down to the Greyhound station. We're going to book you a bus. So he takes me down to the Greyhound station. He books me a bus. I go to AIT, and I get there, and they're like, oh, you're late. And I'm like, no shit, I'm late. Like, I already know I'm fucking late. Like, what the fuck y'all want to do? And like, well, your lateness has caused you to not have a bed. And I'm like, I don't have a bed. And I know you don't have a bed. You don't have a mattress. You don't have a room. So now I'm like, okay. So then they give me a mattress, they give me my blanket, they give me my mattress, they give me my pillows and everything, but I don't have a motherfucking room, right? So I ended up going on to the male floor, putting my mattress on the floor and sleeping in the motherfucking hallway on the floor before going to Georgia. Yep, I slept in the hallway on the floor. I don't give a fuck though. I was just happy to be there. I was happy that I didn't have to fucking that it wasn't a fucked up situation where I had to stay in basic training or something crazy like that. So that was cool. I slept on the floor. The next day they found me a room, and I got the room, and I was with Leos and some other people, and it was all good. It was all good. So I don't know. I don't want to get into all the AIT. AIT was fun. We learned some things. I did my communications. I did my frequency communication shit. I did everything I was supposed to do. I learned everything in AIT. I was good to go with all of that. I met some girls there. I had a couple of relationships there. And it was fine. I built a bond with Leos, who I didn't really build a bond with in basic training, but when we got to there, he was my friend, he was my cool. He got me in trouble once. Because I was on blackout. I didn't behave myself, and I was on blackout, which blackout means you cannot leave on the weekends. People, when you're in AIT, you get weekend passes. You can go away on the weekends, go wherever you want, as long as you was back. From Friday to Sunday, you can leave. So Friday at 6 o'clock, you can leave. Sunday at 6 o'clock, you had to be back. A lot of people had weekend passes. I never got one because I was always in trouble. Never got one. So the one time, they wanted to go to Six Flags Over Georgia. I'm like, I'm going to Six Flags Over Georgia. I don't give a fuck. I'm going. So Leos he was from California, and we was living in Georgia, so he never had nowhere to go on the weekend. So I said, Leos, look. Get in my bed. When they do bed checks, you gonna be in my bed. They gonna think it's me. You not gonna be in your bed, but you got a weekend pass, so they're not gonna give a fuck. And it's cool. It wasn't cool. Because I got in trouble. I got arrested for AWOL. You know why I got arrested for AWOL? Because the simple fact of the matter is that they went in my room to check my bed, checking I wasn't in my motherfucking bed. I didn't have a weekend pass and I wasn't in my bed. And you know why? You know why I wasn't in my bed? Because Leos wasn't in my bed. This motherfucker forgot and slept in his own bed. So when they check Leos is here. Livingston is not here. Motherfucker, you got a weekend pass, I don't. So why the fuck is you here and I'm not? Like, oh my God, I was so mad at him. I was so mad, but I couldn't say nothing to him. He had a big ass head. Leos had a big ass head, and I ain't want to insult him. Like, when you got a head that big, you don't want to talk about him no more. I was just like, fuck it. He got me all fucked up. He got me arrested, got me in trouble, but it was cool because it didn't do nothing too much to me. I didn't go to jail. I did go to jail for a little something. I was locked up for a second, but it wasn't like a major thing where I was in jail for a long time. It was just a minor misunderstanding. I was only AWOL for a day, so it was all good. We everything worked out, right? What I was about to say? Oh, there was some fucked up shit that happened at AIT. So when we was living in Fort Gordon, Georgia, we used to go to this bowling alley all the time on the weekends, or whenever we had free time, we go to this bowling alley. And there was these dudes at this bowling alley that used to come up, and they were some white boys, and they used to come up and talk to us and party with us and hang with us and all that. And they always had hotel rooms, like right near the bowling alley, and hotel rooms, stuff like that. So we used to go party with them, all that. And they had marijuana and cocaine and fucking liquor and fucking everything. These dudes was like get it on, get it on, get it on and poppin'. You know what I mean? So we partied with them, partied with them, partied with them. You know, every weekend, every chance I got. Now, I didn't have weekend passes, so I had to be back at the barracks by a certain time. But yeah, I partied with these dudes and all that. So the one day we come back on Sunday, we in formation, everything. Excuse me. We in formation, everything. We all lined up, and the drill sergeant comes out and he's like, we got a special formation tonight, and I was like, okay, what is this going on? And then they brought these two dudes out. And it was like, do anybody know these two dudes? And at first I'm like, yeah, I know them. They my motherfucking niggas. They my homies. They my squad. We down with them. They my boys or whatever. But I ain't say that shit. I was thinking it, but I ain't say it. I was just like, no, no, we don't know these. Who's that? And then come to find out, these dudes was undercover CID agents. They was undercover agents. They was like some kind of special agents to determine if military personnel was doing some fucked up shit. Now, I thought maybe it was some kind of entrapment or some kind of thing or some kind of fucked up law, but no, it wasn't. So when they said that people knew them or who knew them, I ain't say shit. I was like, oh no, I don't know these motherfuckers. Like, no. And the funny thing was, like, 14 people got called out and got charged with, like, cocaine possession, usage of marijuana, all kinds of shit. And I'm just like, oh shit, I'm nervous. I pooped. I ain't even gonna lie. I had a little bit of shit in my drawers because I know for a fact that these motherfuckers knew me. I know for a fact that I partied with them. I know for a fact that I've been around them. The only thing that saved me is that I never told them I was in the army. I never told them I was a military dude. I never told them my name was Livingston. I never told them nothing. I kind of acted like I was just a Georgia a Georgia, what is it called? A locust? Okay, let me calm down. I just acted like I was a local from Georgia, and I didn't tell them I was in the military. So they didn't know that I was in the military, but I kind of feel bad too because a lot of the guys that got arrested, a lot of the guys that got charged, a lot of the guys that got caught up with being with them knew that I was there, knew that I was part of it, knew that I knew these dudes, and knew that I, participated in some of the cocaine and the other shit. And so I feel bad that they got caught and I didn't, but they didn't snitch on me, and I wasn't about to turn myself in for that. You know what I mean? I wasn't about to do that. So I just kind of like, it was a bad situation, but it is what it is. We got away with it or whatever like that. And then that's what it was. That's what it was. You know what I'm saying? And I finished my AIT out. I finished my everything out, and everything was good. And that was that. So my experience with the military wasn't bad. You know what I'm saying? I had a good time in basic. I had a good time in AIT. I made some camaraderies. I did have some good time with some of the girls there and stuff, whatever. And it was a good experience for me. It did not do what I thought it was going to do. It did not make me a man. And my girlfriend at the time, who I thought that I was going to fucking spend the rest of my life with, realized that. She sent me a letter and was just like, you know what, you're not a man. You're not ready for this. And I wasn't. And so that didn't work out. You know what I mean? And that's just what it is. Now, I came home because I just I didn't really sign up to be regular military. I didn't sign up to make a career out of this shit. So I came home and I joined the reserve, and during my reserve time, I went to my reserve unit and I did a lot of things with that. But it was like I wasn't good at that neither, because once I got back home, man, I got caught back up in my old ways, man. I was doing drugs, failing military drug tests, not participating properly in what I was supposed to be doing, missing drills, going to drill hungover. I used to go to drill drunk than a motherfucker, man. I used to go to my military drills drunk as shit. I wasn't a good soldier, but I made some friends there too. Like Victoria Ewing, I still talk to her to this day on Facebook, and we's cool, and I see her progression, and I love her. She was one of my good friends in the reserves when I switched over to reserves. She was one of my good friends in the reserves. We went to Honduras together, and I've been to Honduras, and I've traveled a little bit, and I don't give. I love my military experience. Like I said, it wasn't for me to serve my country or nothing, but it wasn't bad. I love my military experience. I enjoyed my time there. It was a part of my life, and I love to talk about it. And it is what it is. I wasn't a good soldier, so yeah. When I wasn't going to make a career out of it because it wouldn't have worked for me. I would have never made it 20 years in the military like the regular military, the regular army. I would have never made it because even in reserves, I didn't. When I came back home and I ended up switching over to reserves or whatever, I did not make it in that shit neither. You know what I'm saying? Because I was back in the hood. I was back in the hood and I was still on my hood shit. I mean, I got back into drugs. I got back into some street shit. I did not do what I was really supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? But that's not the reason why I didn't retire in the military. That's not the reason why I got out. So the reason why I got out is because in 2003, Kayla was born. Kayla was born in 2003. And that was my baby. That was my baby girl. And that was my baby. And I had to take care of her, and I had to be, her dad and all of that shit. And then Ajay was born in 2005. Isaiah was born in 2005, and that was my last year of the 8 years that I signed up for. 2005 was my last year. And I had no plans of getting out. I ain't gonna lie, I had no plans of getting out. I was like, I'm gonna do 20 years. It's just reserve, and I can finish the reserve weekends and all that. I didn't have no problem with it. I was like, I'm gonna get myself together. And at that time, I wasn't doing too much drugs anymore because I had kids now. I had I had more kids, and I was on some get yourself together type time by then. You know what I mean? I was on some do better by then. I was on some be better by then. You know what I'm saying? So I really felt like I could finish my time out. But the Iraq shit happened. You know what I mean? 9/11 had happened. And people was in Afghanistan. And people was in Iraq and all that. And my unit goes, hey, we're going to Iraq. And now I got my baby, and I got my other daughters, and I got a newborn baby, and I'm like, I'm not trying to go to Iraq. And they was like, yo, the unit's deploying to Iraq, and they going to Afghanistan, and I was like, I'm under no circumstances I'm not leaving my children. I'm not going. I already fucked up. I didn't have enough time with my kids, and I'm not going. I can't do it. And so they were like, so I kind of fucked up. I kind of stopped going to drills. I failed the drug test. I did everything in my power. I purposely failed the drug test to make sure that I was undeployable. You know what I mean? And it was to the point where I got an Article 15. They was like, they're going to take away my money. I was going to possibly get dishonorable discharge. It was bad. It got bad, but I was not under no circumstances leaving my children. I was not under no circumstances going to Iraq. I didn't want to serve my country in the first place, and now y'all telling me, this is a war type situation, and I could die there, and I could leave my daughters. I'm not fucking doing it. I'm not doing it. So I procrastinated, failed drug test, fucked up my deployment. I did everything I could to not go. And then in 2005, when my enlistment date came up, and they said, you want to re-enlist? I said, no, I don't want to re-enlist. I want to be discharged. And at that time, I kind of wasn't in trouble. You know what I'm saying? So I got honorably discharged, and that was it. I signed up for 8 years. I served 8 years. Was it all good? No. Was it all right? No. Would I take it back? No. I love my military time. Like I said, I still talk to Ramin to this day. And although the military didn't do for me what it wanted to do for me, it was an experience. I got stories from it. I got all kinds of different things that I got from it, and it didn't make me the man that I wanted to be at the time, but it made me up. It did man me up, and I give it that. I give it that credit. So yeah, there's a lot more shit that happened to me in the military. There's a lot longer version of the story or whatever. There's a lot of different things that happen that I just ain't going to get into right now because I don't want my podcast episodes to go too far. I don't want them to be too long. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to drag it out too much. I usually try to keep it within an hour and a half. And so I don't have time to delve into everything I did in the military. But that was the gist of it. Like I said, I didn't go there to serve my country. I went there for extenuating circumstances. I wasn't a good soldier by any means at all. I did the bare minimum I needed to do to survive. I did make some relationships there. I did go into some relationships there. I did do some good things there. Like, I was good at my job, like the commo, the communication shit. I could hook up a motherfucking sending guards, radio, and a Humvee in 2 motherfucking seconds. I can give you all the frequencies. I can hop them bitches. I can do everything I had to do. I was good at my military job. I just wasn't good at being a soldier. The shit with me being a dad at that time didn't really work out. I lost my whole girlfriend. I never became the husband that I thought I was going to become or whatever, but that's cool. Because fuck it, because, you know, had I become the husband at that time, I would have different children. There's no doubt about it. Kayla wouldn't be Kayla. Ajay wouldn't be Ajay. Kobe wouldn't be Kobe. And Angel wouldn't be Angel. And as y'all can see, Kobe is Kobe because this Kobe is Kobe. So my Kobe is Kobe. You understand what I'm saying? But that's a story for another time, another day. But... But anyway, that was the gist of my Army experience. It wasn't bad. I had some fun times there, man. If it ain't raining, you ain't training. Because we was out there in the rain, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, we had MRIs. It wasn't that bad. We had the eat slide. The eat slide is where you put your food at the end of the table. And by the time you got to the other end of the table, if you wasn't motherfucking finished, that was cool. Because your dish was going in the motherfucking trash, you know what I mean? There were some good drill sergeants. Drill Sergeant Wynn, he was Chinese, but he was funny as shit. He loved that song, Tiny Babos. I'll never forget that. There was a female drill sergeant. I can't remember her name right now. I don't know why I can't remember her name, but I know she was cool too. She was real bitchy. Oh, she was a stone cold bitch. She used to come in the morning and go, get out them bounce. Get out them bounce. I used to hate that motherfucker. But when you talk to them, they cool people. You know what I'm saying? The drill sergeants wanted what was best for you. Yeah, they was hard on you. Yeah, they smoked us. Yeah, but they only did that. They was trying to get the best out of us. You know what I mean? So, I mean, the military is not a bad thing. Not a bad thing. It was a good thing. And like I said, I was just happy that I can get an honorable discharge because I was very much so dishonorable. I ain't even going to front. I was very much so kind of dishonorable at the point where it was time for me to get out. But I got out, got an honorable discharge, and I don't regret going. Like I said, I was serving 8 years. And like I said, you know, it is what it is. And I just gave you all the gist of my life and the gist of my life in the military and how I was. And it's the truth. And Ramin, thank you, homie. I just want to say this on the podcast. Thank you, man. Because without you, I wouldn't even got through basic training for real, dog. Without you vouching for me and coming up and admitting what you did at the reception station, I wouldn't have never even made it to basic training. So I got to give it up for my man Ramin. I got to give it up for the Fab Five and the A team. Ramin still tossed the McDowell, so maybe one day we can link up, you know what I mean? But the A team was the A team. They call me Murdoch because I'm crazy. I could be Murdoch, you know. I could be Murdoch. I wanted to be BA, but, you know. I couldn't be BA because Ramin was a better fighter than me, and BA was the muscle. So yeah, that's how it goes. He was a better fighter than me, but I still want a rematch. I still want to see if I could fuck my man up, cause I ain't, you know what I mean. He owed it too. But anyway, so that's it. I'm gonna end the podcast on that note. So this is the end of my Army podcast episode. I hope you enjoyed it. I don't have any special shout outs today, so I'm gonna just put everybody out there that I know got a business, okay? So my man Mac, Elijah Mack, but his name is Mack. He runs a towing company out of West Philadelphia. So his name is Mac, and it's Max Towing. So if you ever need a tow, you can look up Max Towing. My girl Moore, she runs Press Passion. It's Press Passion now, so I think it's presspassion.com, or you could type in Press Passion and look her up on Instagram. On Instagram, she does nails. My cousin Taisha, she got Taisha Sweets. So type in Taisha Sweets on Facebook, type in Taisha Sweets on Instagram, it should come up. That's a bakery that she runs. My girl Shaisha, my friend Shaisha from back in the day, she I think she makes shirts and shit like that. She does a little thing too. My cousin Twist, he makes Twist Tees. You can look up Twist Tees. I'm trying to figure out everybody that got a business. I'm trying to shout them the fuck out and get them a little bit of play. And me, I'm the Lisper, and you can follow me on Instagram, Lisper Livingston. You can follow me on Facebook, Lisper Livingston. You can follow me on Facebook. I'm the Lisper on Twitter. I mean, not Twitter. I'm the Lisper on TikTok. DALISPER, the Lisper on TikTok. And that's it. And I hope you enjoyed this episode. And like I said, that's it. And I'll holler at you next time. Because that's what I do. I holler on here. I ain't even gonna front. I used to be like, see you next time, but I ain't seeing you. You can see me now because I'm about to be on YouTube. I'm recording these motherfuckers now, dog. That's why I gotta look. Yeah, I mean, a little dapper, get my shit together. With my polos and my, whatever. Anyway, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. But anyway, like I said, it's the end of the episode. Thank you for listening. And I'm out.